Hello and welcome back. This is Damien, and we're on Prose Edda Season 3. And at the moment, I'm standing in the breeding area that we built here for the villagers. We moved the 2 villagers from spawn, and so far we've gotten 3 now. We've gotten this guy, and then they just had another little guy out here. So they are definitely producing. I've been throwing carrots, loads and loads of carrots at them. This guy hasn't picked up. He hasn't picked up a profession yet. Looting 2 is not bad, but 28 is horrible. So we're not gonna mess with that. But this is just actually the breeding area. This is not really where you want to come trade, but you could come trade if you wanted to. But this is mainly where we just want to breed them up. Now, there are 2 little ones and 3 big ones. That's 5. There's 8 beds. They can do 3 more. And then I'll have to do another set of beds with workstations like I did here. And yeah, it's just bare bones basic stuff. I gave him some doors to play with, although that's not really a thing. And the fisherman's throwing carrots at the kid. Okay. All right. You do you, bud. Whatever. He's got a full load of carrots. Oh gosh, that didn't sound right. But he's got a lot of carrots on him. And until we get some more adults, so I think I'm probably going to, by the end of the day, I'm going to have to be building more beds and workstations. But this is just where we started out. I wanted to show you that we had moved them over here and started with it. And since I'm not 100% sure if they can open gates or not, I know they can open doors, but I don't know if they can open gates. I've blocked the gates off for now. There's plenty of hidden lighting, which isn't really hidden until I get grass in here. But I don't want to put grass in here because I hate grass, and I got to build more beds and stuff, and that would just be in the way. So I'm just going to leave it like this for now. But anyway, that is where we've decided to breed some villagers together. This way, we can get them on a rail or a boat and go, straight over to the shopping district over here, to this village. It's empty now because we're going to basically do a villager trade village here. We're going to pack it full of villagers with all kinds of good trades and stuff that we can get. And then we can move them over here where we're going to put the iron farm. And Kite just said something about... Oh, great. Just what we needed. So it looks like he looked at the snapshot and looks like they're changing the iron farms again. So that's great. Now, this is the tavern here. And he's putting NPCs in there, and there's going to be quests in here. This is Ogden. He is from Diablo 1. He was the tavern keeper in Diablo 1. Oh, that's cool. The little stools. I like that. I like that a lot. It's more fitting than doing, like the stair step chair. I like this. That looks a lot better. Let me go into survival here real quick. I don't click on any of these guys in creative because that's horrible. Okay, so Ogden sells mugs of mead, beer barrels. Oh, I love it. I love it. Bowls of soup. Junglewood stools. Spruce stools. Cauldron. And a mossy skull. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. So we're putting the named NPCs from Diablo 1 into the town of Tristram here. And that is phenomenal. So let me close up the tavern. It's getting to be dark here. Griswold's going to drop off soon. We got Griswold here in the blacksmith. And there he went. They shouldn't ought to do that. Right now he's got Kite and Breeze Head. And then he's got a chainmail helmet, which isn't bad. For 4 diamonds, a chainmail helmet, I like it. And you can buy iron from him for emerald, so that's really good. So that's Griswold, and Ogden's over there. I was going to show this off. We're going to place this in a different area. Kite's already got it saved, and we're going to move it, but I wanted to show it now. So this is the server first dragon kill, May the 4th, 2020. This is our second monument. To the brave souls who fought. It's me, Alpha, Kite, Sun Chaser, Sael, Bripaka, and Twix. And he's got the dragon head up here, and it looks like a knight that's kneeling with a sword, and, you know, it's awesome. I love this thing. And I talked to Kite about where I wanted to move. See, we're going to put Adria's hut here, but I want that because see, there's a copy of it over there. But I want to put it like coming in on the road here, because if you've watched Lord of the Rings when they're coming into Gondor and Aragorn's in the boat, and there's two huge, colossal freaking statues standing, and that kind of entered into my mind. Now, that has nothing to do with Diablo. That's a Lord of the Rings reference. But either having it out here on the side of the road like so, and having another one eventually on this side, or building up a monument and putting it over the road, so whenever you walk down the road coming into town, you have to walk through the tunnel under it. I really like that idea, but it's got to look really good. It's got to look really good for this right here. But I love that thing. I really do. Sai did a very good job on it. And what else are we doing? I think I showed some of the shopping stuff. They're still running around. I love that, man. But Sael and myself have the in shop up here, and Bree has another shop over here that sells like animals and stuff. You got to bring your own leads because they don't have leads. So if you're watching this and you go to her shop to buy something, bring the leads with you. And this is our in shop. We sell shulkers and elytra and stuff like that in here. Mostly everything related to the end is in this shop. And I haven't started on the village yet because of the villagers. But now that we're getting this going, you know, hopefully we'll be able to do some more stuff. That's just, I love it, man. I love it. And let's see, Grizzly has come back to spawn to work on his spawn house, and it is looking mighty fine. I'm not even going to lie. I love how he's doing this roof, and I love how he's doing these here. He and I talked about it way late this morning, or actually last night. Anyway, it was around midnight, so yeah, late. Never mind. Anyway, it was around midnight, and he's going to probably adjust his windows. But, I mean, I think this thing looks really good. I love the roof. I love how he did it with the stone stairs and all that. I think it looks phenomenal. We did have a little mishap. So, Grizzly, if you're watching, the server left a little gift for you right here. It's in the black box right there. I think you'll like the pickaxe. Oh, did I say that? Anyway, yeah, he fell off the roof and, of course, died. And before he could get back, he got back within about 3 minutes. And before he could get back, all of his stuff despawned. And we did test this morning when Kite got on. Or actually, before he got on, he did test. And it is set for 5 minutes. It's supposed to be a full 5 minutes before your stuff despawns. Because these chunks are loaded all the time, you have 5 minutes and only 5 minutes. But, I mean, Grizzly was back within 3 minutes, and he lost all his stuff. So the server came together, and we left a little gift for him. So hopefully he'll get that. That'll make it a little bit better. And I showed you guys the D3 camp and some of the stuff that Kite did on the other video. We've just been trying to get Tristram a little bit more ready. Now we don't expect this to be done in 2 weeks. We have an entire season to work on Tristram, and you guys can see the corrupted chunks are spreading out a little bit, because at first it was over here, like right there, and now I'm over here, and it's doing the same thing. So it's a Mojang problem. They really need to fix it because it's irritating as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But that's just an update for what we've been doing here in Spawn. Like I said, this is a tavern, and you met Ogden. A lot of this is a work in progress. Torches are going to be going away. We're getting more and more lampposts up, so that's doing good. And we're getting more buildings. We're getting more buildings in here and more NPCs by the day, man. We're really enjoying it, having a good time. And we're looking forward to a lot more. Now, let's just, we're gonna, because we've done, we've covered most everything over here now. So, we're just gonna, let me get my compass down here because I'm learning exactly the route to fly back to my base. And anybody that's watching that doesn't know where my base is, they'll know now, but that's fine. I don't really make a big secret of my base. But I've learned that if I follow the compass just like it is right now, that I will get back to my base. And sometimes it varies a little to the right, a little to the left. And most of the time I fly in Elytra, but since I'm shooting a video and I'm in creative, I'm just going. Because I want to show you guys the progress I made on my island. You all know that I'm trying to take it down to sea level, and I've been going and going and going and going, and it just seems like it was a never-ending process. But fortunately, we've made progress on it. All right, now here's my road, and this road doesn't go all the way back to spawn. This road goes all the way this way until it gets to the where on the compass where the spawn arrow is straight, and then it turns right. And I haven't made it all the way back to spawn yet. It's a long freaking road, and I'm gonna have to make it all one elevation, unless I want to do pistons and stuff, and because I want to try to do an ice road maybe. As you can see, we've made a lot of progress getting the hills knocked down and getting this thing down to sea level. A lot, because it started out, well, actually it started out right here where the tower base is. That's where all the hills and everything started. There was just a little bit of beach out front here, and we've gone from here all the way back, almost to the other end there on that. You can see where I had to stop there, and then this little piece of a hill here, and we've got caves and stuff that I got to explore and fill in down here and over here. And then we've got to finish taking this hill down, and there's caves all up under this too. So, I mean, it's a lot of work left to do, but as far as getting it leveled down to sea level, we've almost completed that project. I have gone back to the skeleton spawner. I'm not going to tell you how many times to repair my gear, because it just, as a matter of fact, I'm coming back this morning from the skeleton spawner for repairing all my gear. And of course, you know, I mean, this is where the stronghold is down here. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna do a spiral staircase around, but doing that, I've got a ravine right here, and then I've got a little hole in the wall over here that I've gotten mossy cobblestones and vines and stuff like that in here. You know, because this is the entrance right here. You can actually just drop down and then drop down again and come right on into the stronghold where the portal is. So, like I said, I'm thinking about putting a spiral staircase. I'm going to redo the walls. The walls are going to have different blocks in them. And like I was saying the other day on the other video, is I want to kind of do this evil fortress, sunken temple, sunken city kind of thing, where everything is just, you know, dulled out, and you know, it's really damp and water dripping, and you know, I want to get rid of the sand and just have stones piercing up through the water, and climbing up towards the wall of the tower that's going to go up. And then over here is going to be another tower. And I'm experimenting with bone blocks on it because I like the texture of the bone block. It isn't that beautiful quartz white. It's more of an off white, and maybe make it look a little more worn, like that. But I mean, this entire island is going to be the fortress. It's going to be walled in. It's going to go down, and I'm going to have towers that go up. Excuse me. So yeah, the only thing that doesn't really fit into place is this, and like I said in the other video, there's nothing I can do about it. You can't put a building around this because they'll go to the walls. And if you did put a building around it, that's 1.5 million buttons, and I'm not doing that. The last 2 seasons, I've laid over 120,000 buttons, and I'm tired of laying buttons. Because I did 2 wither skeleton farms, one in season 1 and one in season 2. I did wither skeleton farms, and I had to lay thousands and thousands of buttons to keep the spawns away from the farms, and I'm not doing that again right now. I'm going to take it easy on buttons. But that is the progress that I've made on the base here. And I've got some spawns here because people hadn't slept yet. But that's okay. A lot of us have actually been trying to stay up at night. So what was I doing here? Glass, right. I've been gone all night. I've been at the skeleton farm. Let me see what he said real quick. 116 kills AFK fishing, which we already knew. We do have a plan for that. It's called a fish trap, and it has a recipe with it. It's a barrel, and it takes a barrel and some cobwebs, and you set it in the water in a 3x3, and it acts as if it's an AFK fishing. So yeah, they definitely nerfed. They're going to be nerfing stuff and taking stuff out. They killed AFK fishing, and they might even kill iron farms. You see, I don't understand why they would want to kill iron farms. I have no idea why, because it doesn't stop people from going mining. All it does is give them a little bit of up on iron. What's next? Slime farms? They're going to kill slime farms? I mean, the way I see it, though, they're adding in tons of good stuff, so it's all good, losing a few things. Depends on the things we lose. Iron farms are great, but they don't stop people from mining. What's next? Slime farms. But I mean, I have some problems with Mojang and how they do things, and things that they haven't fixed yet. That's been there since the game was, was brought out the first time. There's still the bugs in the game they haven't fixed, and they're constantly going after iron farms. Constantly. I think it was 115 was supposed to kill the iron farms, and then we found a way around it. People discovered how to make iron farms and make them work with the villager changes. So we survived that, and here they are again, maybe going after your iron farms again. It doesn't make any sense to me because, like I said, an iron farm doesn't break the game. There's nothing about an iron farm that breaks the game. Because you're still going to have to go mining for other stuff. There's no such thing as a diamond farm, where you just summon stuff in with villagers and create diamonds. That doesn't exist. So you still have to farm for diamonds. Lapis. That was my my little cow farm here. Startled me for a minute because I was on a rant. I'm not going to rant, though. I'm not going to rant. I just wish they would leave things alone and fix stuff that they need to fix and leave other things that don't break the game alone. I mean, if, pull your head out of your ass and look at the game and look at what people are complaining about and fix it instead of taking more stuff away. Fix what needs to be fixed. I mean, it's a simple concept. But, that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, that's the progress that I've made so far. Not much as far as building. Not much as far as building at all, but clearing. And, I've got all season to build this base, so I'm not in a huge rush. I'm probably going to build something up and not like it, and tear it down and redo it. Also, I have to come in here and I have to connect this entire fortress all up and come up with different rooms and put all my farms and stuff down here and, just basically make it where I can walk in the front door and walk out the back door at the portal, without getting lost in a ravine somewhere or something like that. So there's a lot of work to be done here, and it's going to take a long time to do it. And I reckon the first thing that I'm going to really work on is deciding where my entrance is going to be. Because at first I was like, this could be the entrance right here. You can come in and out right here. It's very simple. You just take the little water elevators up and here you are, boom. But that puts you entering right down here at the end portal. And there's so much more under here. There's so much more to this base than just that end portal. So I've got to think about it. See, there's a slime farm down there, which is actually, there's still one layer. I have not built it up at all because it's giving me all the slime I need. And last season, as anybody that's been watching us knows, I had slime for days. I had more slime than I could do anything with, and it didn't sell in the shops. Nobody was buying it. Very little slime was used last season. So I'm hoping more slime will be used this season. However, it seems that most of the players are being self-sufficient. Like Hamster has his own slime farm, Bracoro has his gunpowder farm again. It's at spawn, but that's his gunpowder farm. And then, of course, I have my slime farm over here. I'm going to have a mob grinder over here or something like that. I'm going to have all my farms laid out in different rooms of the stronghold. So, we're pretty self-sufficient. However, we can still find things to trade and go to the shopping district and socialize and have the community stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I may go up 4 layers on this to increase the production a little bit, and then just find something to do with the slime. Maybe make a build out of it or something, maybe pull something out of Iskall's book and make a jumpy castle, a bouncy castle thing, I might do something like that. But anyway, that is going to do it for me right now. This has just been a little bit of an update to show you the progression at spawn and a little bit at my base. I say a little bit. This is actually about 2.5 days, real days. So about 16, 17, 18 hours right here, just mining. Because this goes down to the stronghold, and this goes down to bedrock. I actually built this up 3 layers above bedrock. I went all the way down to bedrock, cleared everything out, and then built up about 3 or 4 layers from bedrock. That would give me room to drop down with chests and stuff and do a storage down there. But anyway, I say that a lot. That's going to do it for me today. I appreciate you guys watching, and next time around we'll have hopefully something building or built up, or I may just do a video of me building one of my farms. You guys have seen me do those a few times, so I'm also looking into maybe doing a little bit of editing, maybe some where you speed times up, time lapse things, Maybe. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm thinking I need to get a little bit more cutting edge here instead of just doing all live videos. But it is what it is. So I've waffled enough, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.